Mr. Offbeat Coverton, our first contestant. Question is, what is the standard tuning of a 5-string bass guitar? Oh, that's very easy. That's going to be B, E, A, D, G. Bass evolves around drummer's groove. How about a 4-string bass? E, A for extreme licks, D for deprived because, off key was deprived by a bass string or finding the key the other day, remember that? And then G for garamba. Hey, stay home. Key, aka stay at home smatter. Off key. What are the advantages of alternate plucking? Well, alternate plucking is when you alternate between your index finger and your middle finger going through the bass. And the other ways to do with it is resting your thumb on top of the bridge. Oh, stop. Please don't be off key like your name, yeah? Please, if you're going to be off key, stay at home as your name says. Oh, sorry. Or you could do the floating technique where your thumb goes down and then doesn't rest on any string, but it moves string to string. Okay, the advantages are it increases your speed, dexterity, and precision. You happy now? Thank you. Transpose, isolation. Could you tell us, Mr. Ngobe, and show us the key of E? Okay, great. Could you play the major scale of E? Security, come get this man. Okay, B string. Could you play us the chord progression of 1, 6, 2, 5 to this song? They say, I got hope for a bad day. I got hope for a bright day. When there seems to be nothing, my God will make a way. I got hope for a bad day. I got hope for a bright day. When there seems to be nothing, I know my God will make a way. Love is coming to you right now. Patience coming right now. Where there seems to be nothing, for the spirit coming right now. Endurance right now. Goodness coming right now. Hi, welcome to our last lesson of the How to Get Started on Bass series on part 5. In this video, I'm going to show you the different positions that we can play the major scale. So the standard position is starting from G, which is the 3rd fret on your E string. Index, ring finger, and then little finger to start again. Yeah? Okay, so that's the standard position of playing a major scale. The second way to play a major scale, in fact, before I even show you the second way of playing a major scale, there's two words that we need to know, two definitions we need to know. The first definition is called a whole step. A whole step or a full turn simply means the space between frets. So for instance, from me going to 1 to a 2, we call this a whole step or a full turn because there is a gap between these two frets, between the 1 and the 2 or the G and the A. So whenever there's a gap, that jump to that jump, we call that a whole step. A half step or a semitone is simply when two frets are next to each other. So in this case, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4 are called a semitone or a half step. So there's only 2 semitones or half steps that exist, which is 3 and 4, 7 and 1. Everything else is a semitone. Everything else, is a full step or a whole step. With that in mind, I'm going to show you the second step of how to play a major scale. So we've got 1, 2, which is a whole step. Remember the rule of everything being a whole step, except for 3 and 4 and 7 and 1. Because of that rule, 2 and 3 is a full step, meaning 3 and 4 is a 1, half step. So I'll start again. 1, 2, 3. And then we can go back to 4 here because it's underneath 1. 5. Yeah. We can play the 6 here because the gap between 5 and 6 is a whole step. And then we can play 7 right here, and then 8 or 1 because it's a half step. So I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Using the same rules, I could even play the whole scale in one string. 1, 2, whole step, half step, 3 and 4, half step, 5, whole step, 6, whole step, 7, whole step, and then 1 half step. Play it on 2 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, full step again. So when 6 in a full step, 6 to 7 is a full step, and 7 to 1 is a half step. So that's another way of playing the major scale. You can experiment and play all 3 strings and so forth.
It's coming right now, but it seems to be nothing, 'cause I swear we're coming right now.